Hello and welcome. Right, we are back on Risoux Forest. Yeah, I've had a battle nearly all day with my cow enclosure. I cannot quite make it work. Yeah, can't see what I'm doing wrong. I'm checking everybody else's work. It is a giant's enclosure though, and they do put some little tricksy things in sometimes. So I'm wondering what to do because I've wasted half a day on trying to fix it, and you get to that stage where you go around in circles and you think, I've done everything I know, and I've literally, I do know quite a bit about it now. I have like literally sort of checked quite a lot, so it's a bit of a dilemma really. And you get to that stage where you're just winding yourself up, and I thought, just go and leave it. Right, so we've done all of this. We have got, there's no liming. Oh, there is liming. I switched that on and it wasn't there, but now it is. Right, okay, so remind myself, what have we got? Let's grab the John Deere and what? Yeah, what? I can't remember what kind of like, whether we've got my old one or what we've got for liming. I can't remember. It is a while. Oh, I thought I'd fix that. I thought I'd fix that. Oh, I have. It's just not quite as good as I'd like it, basically, yes. That's not bad. Yeah, I do love the fact we've got the Citan. It's quite nice. We've ripped that field, so we've got quite a few. At the end of the year, we will let go of the Field 9 because it is a Pharaoh trek, as I said last session. So, yeah, obviously I'm waiting for the Risoux Forest, the proper one, to drop. But until that, I'm going to have a bit of fun on this. Yeah, well, I've ripped the forest. We will do the forest properly once the proper map. I just didn't fancy doing it twice. It's a lot of work hiring a thing and then like ripping everything. We've got that. What have we got for liming? And I'm sure we've done. I've got zone mockers on. Of course I have. Yeah, every time I go on the when I'm doing testing, it's mainly working okay. It really is just the animal enclosure to get it to, because I'm trying to add milk, but then I'm using the beautiful one that I've got on almost all of them. I'm using that as a reference, having a look at that. Have we not actually got a... Well, you've not done any lime, or have I destroyed a mod? Okay, let's look in our vehicles. That's probably the most sensible thing to do before panicking. What have we got? So it would be... No, lizard dragon, Amazon. I would say we probably... Right, let's lease one for now. Yeah, I thought we got mine, or... Yeah, that's what I thought we'd got. So let's just grab one for now. And we will grab the fantastic fertilizer spreader, the beautiful Axis. Yeah, they really are a fantastic, amazing. I've got that one on one Let's Play, but this is obviously one of the few with actually lime. Keep it as it is. Do we buy it? Yeah, come on, we'll have to. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do main colour black, and we will buy that. We really do need to make it bigger though if we're going to do this. Please tell me we've got my front box. Please tell me that we have got that. No, we haven't. Now that surprises me. Again, we'll buy it. We will. Sea tanks, definitely, and front weight no. Yep. It's surprising how you get through money within this game. It really is. It's a shocker. I do still think we need to, if we're going to go for this, we need to like upgrade. Wrong way. Yeah, I'm not. Again, it's weird. The NHS are saying that a lot of us think this variant of this cold is more than a cold, and even the NHS are sort of agreeing with that type of thing as well. That it's could well be a variant of COVID. I must admit, I've never Yeah, because people are like taking 3 or 4 weeks now. I went to work back after 1 week off, and I've got to be honest, yeah, I'm finding it tough. I shouldn't really gone back, but you can't. Yeah, I mean, who can afford to just keep on somewhere about where this Elmer's is? I think, but I don't. Didn't we put a bit of a blob of green? No, we didn't. Should have done. Yes, I'm still very up and down. Thank goodness it's like a New Year's Day and I'm off for the day. Right, where is the actual... I bet you, oh, it is. It's there. But I'm just sick to death of like the mod side of things. Right, repair. Yes, we may as well. It's cheap. We'll customize you. We'll go for the... Yeah, we've got to do it. Yeah. Fantastic. Let's get that. Let's grab some lime. Now, that should be fairly equal, really, when you consider the weight of the front box. But it's... yeah, you never know. Right, so then. This is going to require... I think what we're going to do is we're going to stick a cheap... But we're going to look at the middle of our land, and we're going to stick it smack bang in the middle of everything, which I would say it would be pretty much about there, really. I would say that's not a far off place to go. It's just going to be an awful lot more convenient. Buying station cheap, that's the one we want. We are on hard economy after all. There's got to be some benefit to us being this. Okay. Let's also do a little bit of like making this look a little bit more like a proper road. Forest rock. Gravel. It seems to match that. I love the sound of the gravel as well. It really is nice. Yeah, let's just take that completely off and make it look a bit more like a... And let's... Yeah, I think that'll be... let's just make sure it's softened. Softened. Even soften. Right, I think that should do really. Right, okay, let's grab some lime from that. See if it's as reasonable as my lime is. I'm not sure if this is going to sort of like do, but I don't want to be going like with the... Yeah, with a massive deficit. I can't even talk properly. Yeah, with a massive deficit of like lime or weeds or anything like that. I think we're going to have to weed some. I think we bought the... that's trying to fill me. Still trying to fill me. You can do this, definitely, because I thought you couldn't do it. We've got it. It is a bit... Wow, that did look totally wrong. It's just a bit hard to actually gauge, isn't it, really? Right, okay, let's get this sorted. Right, I'm going to say my words. Do I need to? It's a 42-metre spread. It's going to be a bit of a... It's going to take this really quite... Oh, I can't steer. Wow, I really can't steer. So it looks like we're going to be going for a straight line. Oh, you got to laugh or you cry. You really have. Then can we turn around now that we've actually stopped? Yes, very... I think it's because we're going, yeah, of course, we're going uphill now. This should be better. I never thought about the... If we're going downhill, wouldn't that push our nose down? That is true. I would have thought it would. It's not going to be perfect, I know, but it shouldn't be too far off. It's a fair-sized field. Yeah, it's funny. I'm not sure I should be here. I don't feel very talkative. It's a bit of an effort to talk. Yeah, I feel a little bit sort of tired. As I say, it is really going back well too early with this thing. But as I said, we've all got bills to pay, and sometimes you just got to like crack on. So, wow, I can't believe we spent 30 grand already. We're near up to 100 odd grand, and we're right down to 71,000. I can really, but I mean, it's just so easy to spend money. It really is. Now then, it surprises me. We actually managed to do that on 5 tons. Right, can we do it? Can we do this corner? Well, to be honest, I'm going to call it even if we don't, because it's like very close. I think that'll do me. We've got 135 litres. Let's just see if we can actually grab this little tiny patch as well and make it a little bit almost like we've... that we do actually care about it. Fantastic. You could not get any closer than that. So that's everything limes. Next, it will be, yeah, tomorrow morning. I'm imagining that we're going to have to... please tell me we have got... No... That would have been a fun thing to do. Sure, we've actually got the... I think it's... What is it classed as? Aquasem, Elmer's... Ah, we've got a... Yes, we have, haven't we? We've got the massive Elmer's. I think that's why we never bought... Right, in that case... Let's get the Deutz, and let's have a bit of fun with the Deutz. Let's go grab that, and let's have a bit of fun with the big blue. Right, I am going to go into timelapse now because we're going to have to rip off all of our fields because they're all going to have weeds growing because they all were like, should they all be weed growing? That is the point actually. Didn't we? This one we definitely ploughed, subsoiled. Let's have a quick check. In fact, yeah, let's do this the easy way. Let's teleport. Weed growing. Okay, so that's one. So yeah, now these we did. That is true. All of these, this should be like that. That's definitely true. Right, so then let's grab the big blue. Let's rip at least those 3 fields. And yeah, so I'm going to say my words. Yeah, let's get this job done. It would be nice to get like into the year. So we're going to have that for a bit of easiness for our life. I know it's not terribly far, but it's just really convenient, especially for things like liming, to have a central point to actually, you don't have to keep hauling. I always find transportation, which obviously companies realise the same thing, that your distance from one point to another really makes a... We must have leased a sprayer at some point. Must have done. Or we wouldn't have had the herbicide, so must have leased it first time round. I do like that cultivator. Now that is a nice bit of kit. Definitely. Right, let's get this done. So let's go to the first one here. Yeah, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I've yeah, I just wanted to pop down and grab my cup of tea, and I realised it doesn't leave the marks on the field that you would leave if you were using the elmers yourself. So I can't follow the lines because it's not making them. Yeah, or is it? No, it's not. No, it really isn't. So I was going to crack on with that. Is there anything else we need to do? Now we've got that pile of oats. We do need to stick the... Oh, I was going to do one time myself. I think I've only got the standard bakeries. I've been fiddling around with that major work, and I haven't done that little bit of a task that we need to do. So yeah, have I got an enhanced dairy? One of mine, because if I have, I can tweak it in the background once I know what it's called. Let's have a look. Yeah, I have. Oil plant, grain mill. That's right. And dairy, enhanced grain mill. So I did enhance it a little. And enhanced bakery as well. So that's what we said we're going to go into. So really, although, yeah, I'd like to. I got 2 models. No, I haven't. Yeah, so we will leave it. There's no point. I was going to do it because we've got nothing else to do. But once that's done, we literally can go straight through till tomorrow, and we should have absolutely no weeds at all. Right, let's go and run this back. We do need another shed, and I would say also, just like we've seen with this, that I would say this is dead centre. Do I want to stick another one of those 4 grand ones down? They are an absolute cracker. One of the best value sheds. There's also the Omatons, but if you look at the ground, it really isn't terribly... Yeah, the best place, I would say, although this is central, is possibly here, and even this is not level, not by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, that's right, we don't own this bit of a section here. It's let me show you. It's a bit of a strange one, this. Nobody owns like this little section here, so it really is. There's nothing really better. Okay, you were saying? Is it here? This section here then, the bank, right? Okay. Well, I really do think it's not... Oh, wow, like you can see the leveling's terrible. I'm not sure how to do this. Whether do we level up from the road, or do we go down from that, or do we let it decide for us? That is an awful lot of leveling. We could be sensible and save the game. Yeah, I'm trying to take autosave off. I haven't had any major crashes since that very first week. So we could sort of... If we... Will that disappear if we build over it? If we put it... I wonder if that is better. Whether we actually go for B mode, as it calls it. I'm not sure that's really there. Is that probably the best place for it? I'm rolling off the road. It's going to need quite a bit of lifting, I should say. So we're going to have floaty legs. Oh, okay, we're not actually. Wow, that surprised me. It's dug them in a little bit, and it's bigger at this end than it is at that end, but it's not too terrible. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I wondered if it would paint away, but it really is a physical object. Sort of ruined that a little bit, haven't I? Yeah, I think it is physical because you roll over it. If you hit it, it literally does like make you... Yeah, you go over it like that, so you can't... Can we sink it in? No, I've tried that before with things to sink things in, and then you could sort of sink it in, but it would still be awkward. It's just one of those things. It is what it is. I suppose we could do a little bit of like... not trees exactly. I'm thinking more bushes. Make a bit of a feature of it. Won't let it go too close. Ooh. Okay, won't let me do that. Let's have a look. About a slightly bigger one. That'll do. It looks like we've got to avoid it, and that's exactly what we're doing. So, another shed, second shed, very reasonable price. Again, I know we can hemorrhage money, but we do need a base of operations. Yeah, with the best will in the world, you really have got to have a place to call your own, somewhere to rest all your equipment and all the rest of it. So, how are we doing? Yeah, when you use this, you leave lines. What Giants very kindly let you see. But now, if you let a worker, really, most sensible thing is to leave it doing it because it's preemptive, isn't it? So, I mean, in real life, there would be weeds because this is days and days and days. I've always sort of I don't particularly like doing preemptive now, but if you've got a weeder and you're trying to save a bit of cash and you're not wanting to buy a sprayer as well, it does make sense really that you would preemptively, which really means you like getting the weeds when they're little. In real life, both of the seedlings that you planted and the weeds would now be growing because we're talking days are passing rather than hours. So did work it out once. 1 hour is well over a day. So I don't suppose we've been... Well, no, we have in total. It's 11 o'clock nearly. I can't remember if I think we started at 8, but we may have started at 9. If it was 8, it's nearly 3 hours, which is 3 days. Definitely enough time for weeds to grow. And if I was doing it at like times 3 or times 5, we'd be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and there definitely would be weeds growing then. I do always consider like doing the times 3 and the times 5 and all the rest of it, but time is time, I suppose, really. So I don't really ever worry about it. If you go less than times 1, then obviously you're slowing time down, but everything times 1 upwards is just speeding time up, and time is time after all said and done. Although, as we all know, in a way, what I'm saying is also just conflicting what I've just said about... Yeah, I suppose it is in Farming Simulator. It is a little different. Every second is really, if you were to sort of work it out, if a day is a day, if an hour is a day and a quarter, 24 hours in 1 day. Oh, I don't know that I've worked it out right. Yeah, I'm really not with it properly. Not firing on all cylinders. Right, is there anything we can do? I think this is it. This really is it. Did we check the sales? We did. That Prestige Super B. It's one of my least favourite, the Load King range, because of the fact that it doesn't allow you to carry bulk. I've had a few over the years, and it's typical that I always want to carry something. Like I always got potatoes, or I've got vegetables. Does it do veg? No, it doesn't. It's just the grain type crops, and and a bit of lime fertilizer and seeds. So, which I very rarely put in a trailer anyway, like of that type. So yeah, really, to me, it's... I had one on one of Cavalier Roy's maps, and in the end I sold it because it was just sitting in the yard and doing absolutely nothing. Because every single time I wanted to use it, I went, right, let's go to the shop and grab... and I think, I can't. It's not that kind of trailer. It won't let me do it. And must have been 2 or 3 times I wanted to get something from the shop, and every single time I thought, no, can't use the distinction. I can't. It's just won't work for that one particular thing. So yeah, so it's one of those that I avoid like the plague. Even in the sales, I'm just never tempted anymore. I mean, it would literally clear us out, and it is a huge trailer. But again, to be honest, we're spoilt really with the trailer that we've got. It is a beaut. Yeah, something I really very, very infrequently get. That's the Crone. I'd forgotten it was a push. Every time I talk about there are very few pushes in the game, I always forget about the Crone because I can't recall. I'm not sure that I've ever... I think I may have done, but not on a Let's Play that I went full term. It might have been on one that I tested once, and yeah, I didn't really ever get up to the stage where you would use such a huge trailer as that. So these are big fields. This one, obviously, the biggest of them all, but I've got to be honest. Oh, it looks like we're not the only one planting oats. It's a very popular. Even field 9, that's obviously the smallest, we can see that. But field 8, actually, weeding, that was quite. And that is equal to field 8, if not slightly bigger. But field 7 is an absolute whopper. It is a beaut. This should be quite some harvest. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably will tweak one of the grain mills, because that's not so tricky as like doing battle with a animal enclosure. I really shouldn't have done it, because I've just tired myself out, because it's mentally exhausted trying to like figure out one tiny little thing. And there's not an even error on it. It's more about, I think there's a specific way that you've got to create. The other thing is, yeah, I suppose there's more to it than that. I tried to create a silo by making a mod desk, but no, let's put this in English. Yeah, basically you've got to create a mod. You have to, like, you would grab, if you were going to just mod a base game thing like a little silo, you need to sort of give it a designation. So I grabbed a Giants one. Looked at Rawley Christie's on how Rawley Christie made it, because you're allowed to do that. And also I'm standing on the shoulders of giants with Rawley Christie. I thought, now Rawley Christie's not going to try to trip me up, whereas Giants did. Yeah, I mean, the Giants one, you'd think all you need to do is just do this, and you just need to like put what Rawley Christie did into that, and it should work. Yeah, it should, but it doesn't. So I had to like extrapolate and just use the model and build one from sort of like, yeah, an extrapolation of the two, because there's something in the giant silo that calls back to the Giants like folders, and it doesn't let you use it as anything other than a standard. No, it wouldn't even work as a silo. Yeah, because I tried. That was one of the last things I did. I thought perhaps I'd like been a little bit too advanced in trying to make it a multi-thread. I thought, well, let's just try it as a standard silo. Let's just, because it is a standard silo, add the mod desk, put it in the folder, and then just try and make it work. It would not work, so I had to literally go from scratch. It took me hours, but I've got it now. It's a beautiful little thing. But yeah, it had to jump through massive hoops. The house, the same. Yeah, I thought, wow, I'm going to have a little a woe man cave, as I'm calling it, because I don't wish to insult the ladies, to say that a lady couldn't have like this little house as a home. And again, I had to tear it to pieces and rebuild it. Because to me, the more I look at modding and the base game things that Giants have done, the more it looks to me that they really don't want you to actually mod. It's obscured and obfuscated, all hidden, and like things don't do what they should do, because it's calling a file in 10 different places, and one of them's going to do something a little bit iffy. Now, I think I was hoping that this wasn't going to. Ooh, I think you just might get away with that. Yeah, so the more I look at it, and the more I've seen it with every single time I try to do this something simple with the placeables from Giants, I've had to like completely like throw it all away and look how the experts like Roy Christie do it, and do something similar, and then just use the visuals off the Giants placeables. So it looks like the one that you've got from Giants, but it really is nothing like it. So I'm just looking at how Roy Christie did it, and then sort of building one from a very similar structure right myself in the placeables, which is working quite fine. But really, it's, yeah, I mean, Roy Christie's, there's a lot of things going on in Roy Christie, so obviously it's, ooh, wow. Now, I thought I'd actually put enough grass there, but obviously not. Yeah, so I'm getting on quite well, though. I've got to be honest. I'm apart from the cow thing, I've figured out quite a lot. There's a bit of tidying up I need to do. I'm a bit of a terror for it. It'll do. It does the job. Obviously, these are for just myself, but if I'm ever going to release them, which I would like to, some of them, I think some of them are quite cute and quite got character, and also we're going, yes, with the BI name, as in like, yeah, so it's certain colours and certain styles. Also, everything that BI Industries does is reclaim timber, so the cost is a minimum because they insist on it. Also, technologically, yeah, it's a group of farmers, it's a cooperative that I was a part of on Lonoke, of forming the cooperative and working with them, and I made them all quite rich. It literally is on YouTube. It is. I was. It's right. You done that section there in the corner or not? It looks very round cornered. Ah, he or she heard me. I can't see who it is. Is it a lady or a man? It's a gentleman, I think. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Apologies. It's just so easy to press tab, even when you like trying not to. Right, so hopefully he's finished soon. Yeah, literally, I just thought I'll just pop down and grab me a cup of tea, and then I came up and I thought, oh my life, I can't see where he's been or she's been. So yes, but yeah, I've done quite well. I have done successfully. I've done lots of tweaking XMLs where you alter attributes. That's the easiest form of modding, and that's probably where almost everybody. No. Right, let's at least do that, because I can see you've missed the corner. Now then, if I send you, will you know where the other one's been? That is the trouble, isn't it? I think they all know what they've done. I think it was very close to actually finishing, to be honest. Because they do say that thing, field already worked, or if they've actually already done it. So we'll be scanning the field while it looks like it's doing absolutely nothing to see what needs doing, which is quite amazing. They do wander around the field a bit, but are you? Yeah, they're a little bit slow at scanning the field. Right, okay, we're going to have to trust a bit. Look, we might have to like get a... Yeah, I think there's no way at all you can possibly know where they've actually been, because you can't see it until the weeds are grown. So, and we can only speed through. That's a point, actually. No, it's one of those tricks of Farming Simulator that, although it is true that the weeds will be growing, it won't grow until the growth cycle in the middle of the night. So there's nothing we can do other than literally go through till tomorrow. And yeah, we've done everything that we possibly can do, so let's go through till tomorrow. So yeah, I've succeeded in most things. I think I'm going to have to probably do the same again. I'm going to look at the cow bomb, the beautiful bit of kits from the one that we've got, the 40 grand one, which is an absolutely fantastic bit of kit, and I will yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the weeds. Not like that. Let's have a look at it like this. So weeds. Oh. So it missed that one little strip. Now then, is this weed small? Now, we've done this before. Now, we have got the Deutz that has got narrows on, whereas this is not that kind of tractor. I think we ought to do a bit of yeah, a bit of grass or something there, just to... Let's just grab the Deutz. Yeah, and I have left its narrows on because they really do look quite nice. They're really not terrible, so let's grab that. I'd forgotten that it's weird though, because sometimes when we use that exact plough in oh, I've just gone through a post. Yeah, I've got that plough, the red one and the yellow one, both on New Frontier. Oh, now that is it's a weeder. You'd hope that it's can go on the field. That's the whole point. Because, I mean, it has to go on normally on a field like this, doesn't it? So if this is going to damage your crop... Yeah, right. So let's get this done first, and then we'll literally crack on with that. And I think that it's probably, as boring as it is, it's probably the session. Yeah, it's been a fair old thing. I mean, to be honest, it's sown, it's grown. I would have liked to have gone on a bit further, but now then, is it going to do the weeding? As it says it's little. But it did that last time, and it... let's have a look. Oh, weed medium on this field. Ah. Weed partial. Ah, so it's sort of like grabbing the little ones and leaving the bigger ones. Do you know, in the grand scheme of things, as bad as it is I am a bit annoyed. I should have left it now, but it's the grand scheme of things. It's only like one little patch on the field. It is annoying, and I'm annoyed myself. But the other one is small, so we can have a look to see if we can get that done. And then it is, I'm going to call it, oh, sales, Mr. Smith, you're slipping. This is true. Oh, wow. I don't know why I bothered weeding that. Wasn't planted or seeded. Yeah, so sometimes when you use that subsoiler stroke plough, it does actually do... Was it this one? It was indeed, yes. Right, so then. I'm going to say my words, it's still a fairly big field, so I'm going to get cracking with this. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Well, before we do that, we will check that it's tearing the weeds off. We'll do one row and we shall see, although it's a bit slow on the update. I think we're probably quicker to jump out the tractor, go behind us and wait for the field data to update than we are to go in the actual thing, which is a bit of a sad state of affairs, but it is what it is. I think when Giants have got a lid on this, it really will be everything that everybody hoped it would be, which is the very best that in the game. Yeah, I would think that's what Giants was sort of saying, that it was going to be the best, take them to a new level. But I think it's very, very falls short enormously of anything like that at present. But I can see the potential. But I mean, it's really, there's more flaws with this than... it's still playable, though. The one thing, FS19 was almost unplayable on day one. So FS22 was better, but I always found that FS19 got polished. At the very end, it was the best that the game engine could actually sort of do for that time it was released, and it was really, really good. So there were very few faults with the game. FS22, I found all the way through it that it still had flaws. They fixed things, and things just were still broken. And at the very end of FS22, I still found things that were broken, that did not work. The manure was one of the worst. That was really very fitty-starty throughout the very end of FS22. It really was awful, and there were quite a few things that sort of worked, but they weren't quite right. So yeah, I've got to be honest, I hope that Giants don't do the same with this and keep releasing like vehicles and content, but actually leave the actual game itself not working still. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen, but you often find companies follow the pattern that you're used to them following, so we shall see. I'm not expecting like Giants to suddenly change from who they have been for a very, very long time into a new, like a new creature, shall we say, because I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, it's a very successful franchise, I should imagine. I would imagine they've made absolutely millions from all of us, even at the very beginning of the as in like the pre-orders. So, not for the want of like support from us, the gamers, and that I suppose that sort of sometimes hurts a little. There's a lot of ill feeling out there. There's quite a lot of talk about and grumbling about the game not being anything like it was promised to be and all the rest of it. But there is always a bit of that. So I always just find, how much of this is warranted. Now then, did we start in this corner? I would have thought we did. Yeah, we definitely have done all of that. Fantastic. So it is working. So I am going to literally say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, that's pretty much that done. Stick this straight away for the first time. We should stick the side tanner as well, but we'll do that next session. So that should be fairly good. Now, I think we will have to do another set of fertilizing, I would say. Yes, we do. So one more run over next session with the fertilizer. Let's not roll down the hill. Ooh, you can't reverse with it. It's not tied together. It's a puller. It's a beautiful bit of kit. But, yeah, it's not... I think it's smaller than the Treffler. But it's nice. It is nice to have different things as well. Let's remember there is a log hiding under that little lot. Fantastic. So, next session, we shall get the fertilizing done, and then we will go through till harvest, I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm just hoping we're going to go all the way to harvest. I'm going to have a bit of a tweak, I think. Yes, I missed a couple of little patches. The weeds that's too thick, and I'm just going to take that on the chin because it's my own silly fault for stopping the tractor driver at the time. It is going to need rolling. It's too late now anyway. Even if we had got a roller, we cannot do it now. It's all grown. So yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully we're going to... Yeah, I'm trying to really just earn us some cash. I'm trying to think. We sort of really took a nosedive, but we have really, when we sold that field, we were going to get a bit of cash back, and this is going to then be the concentrated farmyard. There's a bit more room for us to do another field there. Obviously, the shed is right where the tractor is, just where my arrow is. So there's still room for another field. Or we have that as the farm. I think I'd prefer that as the farmyard. I know we've got the house and that. Like a lot of farmers, you don't have to live on the very edge of your sort of thing. We've got that the thing there, the shed there, and that bits and bobs, and also the generator, which is a necessary part. But like apart from that, this is going to be the farm, definitely. So I want to make a good business out of this. So yeah, I think I was going to show you once. So yeah, let's have a look. It's not, bread is not a bad one. It was usually one of those first staples that I did on almost all of the Let's Plays. Hard economy is going to be tough. Everything seems to be about £2 top best price as the norm, and then there's a few little things that are a bit better, but they tend to be dearer to get into and things like that. Honey's not bad again, but it's about 1,000, so it's not a bad sideline to bring in a bit of extra cash, but not. We could, of course, actually do JMGaming's very one. That is true, actually. I can't remember what you actually have. That's 100 grand. Yeah, I think what we're going to do to begin with, we've still got to have some businesses to get us there. So yeah, we've got an awful lot of oats now. We're going to have a lot of straw. So we can bale and sell the straw bales, which is what I'm doing. We've got nothing special out there at the minute. So how much for bread? Which should be B for bread, I think. Unless they've changed it. Bread. Yeah, just under. Oh, it's 1941. So £2 almost at the very possible best price, and that's when I'm going to sell it. So yeah, we really need to be. Now the one thing I do need is obviously a better bakery. The bakery, the grain mill wasn't terrible. It was actually managing quite well, but the bakery was quite awful. It did about 7 tons a year. So really, you'd need multiple bakeries, or you need to afford a massive bakery, and both of those to have multiple ones of the same, it's just messy. It is. So to have an enhanced bakery is the way I'm going to go, and I'm going to have a normal bakery at 17,000, slightly enhanced. Then I'm going to have an enhanced bakery at about 30,000 that does quite a lot better. Might even equal the big factories of giants, because they're quite poor cycles. So yeah, that's why I try to stay clear of them. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.